There's nothing more thrilling and magnetic and magical about taking photographs. And that's why I do it and continue to do it. I'm Pogus Caesar and I'm an artist. I'm mainly a photographer and I work in all kinds of genres, but I tend to use analog cameras which use film. I tried digital cameras, but they just didn't work for me. What I love about my camera is the chick-chick, chick-chick and the grrrr. I love those sounds, it's very organic. Never let money hold you back. The sun is the most natural free light and the most natural flash that you can get. I came from the Caribbean, St. Kitts in the West Indies at a young age. And I think one of the things that fascinated me was my dad used to have lots of books and I was fascinated by them. They transported me to lands that I never knew anything about. One of the reasons that I take photographs is that I'm actually quite a nosy person. Excuse me, do you mind if I take your photograph? Nosiness is part of the game. It's just not about taking photographs at all. No smiling, just very proud. You know, there's a whole bundle of emotions when you're actually snapping. I usually tend to see the subject way before they see me. I think trying to build relationship with people who I'm taking photographs is very, very important because you're a stranger and they're a stranger also. And I think the main thing is to be nice, be courteous and try and find the right moment to take the photograph. In terms of relationships, I first took a photograph of Benjamin Zephaniah in the 1980s and the opportunity to work with him again in the early 2000s, where I actually went back to Sparkbrook in Birmingham where I grew up and I photographed the local community. There was a book called Sparkbrook Pride. Benjamin wrote the foreword to it. He's a great poet, he's a great musician, he's a great inspiration. There's that mystery with the camera. You never know what you've got until you take the film to the lab and you get it processed. And that mystery is what really enthralls me because you get heightened anticipation. When I look at what I've taken, it's never ever how I imagined it to be, because I could take a photograph today and not take another photograph until maybe 2 weeks later, and then by the time the whole roll is finished, it may be a period of 8 months. The amount of mistakes that I've made in my life taking photographs, and I've done things like shooting over the same roll of film, losing film, sometimes not having the lens cap open. Don't be afraid of making mistakes because you'll learn so much. I think spontaneity is very, very important. If you see something and you feel like taking the photograph, just do it. Because even if you walk away and you think, let me go back, it's a completely different moment, it's a different feeling. The light would change and you would be amazed how the photograph that you think that you should have taken is not the one that you go back and you take. You feel the moment, take it. You see the moment, take it. Seize the time. Don't worry about why you think you took it. There's something in you that says, I like this face. This face is a great face to take a photograph of. And if you feel that inside you, and you've got the camera, and the camera's there, and the camera's saying, use me, document. And you use that and you document. And once you get that click and the film rolls on, you know you've got it. If there was one bit of advice that I would give to the younger me, would be to be bold, be brave, have no fear, surprise yourself constantly, and just go and do it. Because you know, the only person that's stopping you is you. This camera has taken over 17,000 photographs. I'm still making mistakes, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to take photographs, as strange as it seems, because people are changing, the way the dressing is changing, attitudes are changing, even the light and even the weather is completely changing. So I have to relearn myself every time I take my camera out. That's it.